A night of pure bliss.
我叫陈野，是一名仓库管理员。如果你问我，末
The
日降
apocalypse
临
descends.
什么
What
职业
profession
最
is the
强？
strongest?
特种
Special
兵、
forces,
医生、
doctors,
科学家。
scientists.
我的答
My
案
answer
是
is logistics
物流
warehouse
仓管。
manager. In late
2027年
2027,
末
the
日突然
apocalypse
降
struck suddenly.
先是未知病
First,
毒
an
导
unknown
致
virus
全
claimed
球
a billion
几十
lives
亿人
globally,
口变成了
turning them
丧
into
尸。
zombies.
然后
Then,
极
a
寒
deep
气候
freeze
席
swept
卷
across
全
the
球，
world,
将本就不多
reaping
的幸
half
存
of
者
the
们
few
扼守
survivors
高
left.
原。
And
而
I,
我
Chen
也
Yi,
随着
met
极
my
寒
end with
气
that
候的到
freeze.
来，
At
被
the
我
hands
收
of the
留的
survivors
幸
I
存
had
者
sheltered,
们一刀捅
stabbed
死
to
在
death
咸
in
鱼
the
的戈
Gobi
壁滩上。
Desert. Brother Yi, don't blame me. All those supplies in your warehouse. It's the only way left for us brothers. If I could do it all over again, I would never save you scumbags. I opened my eyes again and bolted upright. I was in a room that felt both familiar and strange. It felt as if my final moments were just a nightmare. I even started to wonder if those years in the apocalypse were even real. I'm not dead. The phone screen lit up. Thursday, October 15, 2027. I stared at those numbers for a full 10 seconds. This is before the end. Did I really come back? After confirming the current date, I realized there are 16 days left before the apocalypse. I still felt somewhat dazed. As the cold water hit my skin, I finally snapped back to reality. Since I've been given a second chance, I won't leave any regrets. Since I've been granted a new life, none of you deserve to keep yours. Back in my room, I grabbed a pen and paper. 6 years of warehouse management experience. The first rule is always to make a list. This time, it's a survival list for the end of the world. Supply sources, disaster timelines, market prices. Every date, every number. Each one bought with my life in the past. 83,000 in savings. If I allocate it wisely, it's enough for one person to survive 5 years. But I'm not looking for just enough to eat. I need a base. The abandoned mine on Qianshan North Road. The cave where I held out for 2.5 years last time. I may not have any supernatural gifts, but I'm in the vast, resource-rich Western Territory, armed with doomsday intel that no one else possesses. I will forge my fortress. In the West, location is the ultimate weapon. I didn't expect that opening the door, I'd run right into my landlady, who raised my rent 4 times this year. How much longer do you plan on dragging out this month's rent? You poor loser, if you can't pay, get out now. Seeing her face brought it all back. In my past life, half a month before rent was due, she came knocking just like this, and incidentally raised the rent for the 5th time that year. I'm not renting this place anymore. What? Here's an extra 1,000, buy yourself a coffin. You dare curse me. Don't bother me again. You lunatic. You're insane. Shanbei Logistics Park. Wang Hai. That animal is still putting on his usual act. What time is it, Chen Yi? Do you think this warehouse belongs to your damn family? Your full attendance bonus for the month is gone. All the evil he committed in my past life. Wang Hai, the scrap disposal forms for warehouses 3 and 5. They were approved last Friday, weren't they? What business is that of yours? 2 tons of 9 model individual field rations in warehouse 5. You contacted Old Shu at the recycling plant. Ready to load them up as scrap to pocket the proceeds. You contacted Old Shu at the scrapyard. Prepare to haul the goods and embezzle the payment as scrap metal. You're full of it. I'm calling the cops right now. I have the screenshot of the deposit Old Shu sent your wife. Should I forward it to the group manager? Plus those 4 forged shipping manifests. That's 3 years in prison for you. I'm taking both shipments now. Write me a release slip. How much are you paying? Consider it a gesture of friendship. Are you insane? This cargo, the thermal gear and military rations. This batch of supplies, cold weather gear and military rations. By the 3rd month of the apocalypse. Those were the hard currencies that could buy your life. Fine, fine. Take the 300 and get them out of here now. For a mere $300. I secured 2 tons of supplies. In the process, I ran into an old acquaintance, the only honest soul who gave me a bottle of water in my past life. Old Lee, are you free? Help me make a run to the northern foothills of Qianshan. Kid, why are you buying so much dry rations? You eating all that? Don't ask, Old Lee. If you trust me, don't take any long-haul trips for the next 2 weeks. Stock up on dried noodles and bottled water at home. All right, I'll do as you say. Looking at his face, still untouched by the apocalypse, I felt a flicker of sympathy. But that's as far as it goes. As for whether he listens, that's his own fate to decide. With the supplies sorted, next up is the funding. In peaceful times, debts must be repaid. But in a world 16 days from total collapse, credit is nothing but waste paper. Hello, Mr. Chen. This is Fee Finance. Please verify your annual income and assets. My annual income is 600,000. Logistics Regional Director. Understood, Mr. Chen. We'll expedite the loan for you immediately. I unlocked my phone, checked the daily interest rate of 0.05%. I opened my phone, and began a frantic spree of online loan applications. I fabricated a persona of a high-earning, premium client with solid assets. The better your credit score, the more money they approve. The higher the credit limit, the more money I could secure at 0.03%. Confirm loan and repayment schedule. Risk control. Breach of contract. Debt collection. Unlock 1,238. Short selling. Networking. 123. They're all just a joke to me. One loan every 15 seconds. I filled the contact lists with fake info and those losers' details. As the convoy drove into the abandoned mine, my heart couldn't help but race. Brother Chen, why buy all these supplies? Just to haul them to this godforsaken mine. In my past life, I eked out a miserable existence here. Completely vulnerable. An underground bunker. A natural water source. A perfect strategic location. A perfect strategic location. In this life, I will ensure that behind this door lies the most impenetrable steel fortress of the apocalypse. While Old Lee and I were chatting on the road, when he heard I wanted to buy land here, he spent the whole trip trying to talk me out of it. Chen Yi, did someone scam you? There are so many scammers selling Gobi Desert land now, specifically targeting people like you. Those who don't know the market. A relative of mine spent 80,000 to buy land near Altai the year before last. Promised he'd find jade there. Ended up digging up nothing but pebbles. I know he meant well. Coarse sandstone. Dense structure. Excellent load-bearing capacity. Just like in my past life. There's not even a signal in this godforsaken place. Just miles of barren wasteland. You couldn't even raise a sheep out here. Why are you so insistent on buying this? Spending your money on this. It'd be way better to rent a warehouse in the Urumqi suburbs. Only 12,000 a year. All right, enough nagging. Come and help me unload the supplies. But I can't tell him anything about my past life. I have to just let him be. This place is the key to building my apocalypse bunker. In my previous life, 3 months into the collapse, I came here, and that's when I discovered this place's biggest secret. Ma Deshan, the owner of this abandoned mine. Here to scout the land again, are you? He's a miserable old man. 2 cowards came by last month too. The kind wearing windbreakers and sunglasses. Said they wanted to set up an outdoor campsite. I took those idiots around for a look. Before leaving, the tall one said something. This godforsaken place doesn't even have a signal. And then they just left. They even stole the 200 yuan I kept in my drawer. Kohai Productions. Boss, I want this mining area. What's your price? Shanghai Productions. My son, he owed some money. Shanghai Productions. Then, he just vanished. Shanghai Productions. I've been guarding this place ever since. In my previous life, he was already gone when I arrived. Shanghai Productions. Later, I heard that the son who owed all that debt pushed him right into the swarm. But there's one condition. But there's a condition. You stay here and watch the land for me. I'll cover your food and board. I'll pay you 2,000 a month. I kept him partly because he has no one else. Giving him a sense of belonging in the apocalypse means he'll risk his life for me. On the other hand, he knows this terrain well. I need someone I can control to handle certain tasks. On my way here, I was already planning the mine's defenses and a space for our supply stockpiles. What is he doing? No idea. Looks like he's searching for something.
针对这些
Regarding all of this,
以及我
and
对
my
末
3
日
years
3
of
的情报了
apocalypse
解
intel,
我设计了
I've
一个
designed a plan
完全可以
that I
由我
can
一人
control
掌
entirely on my own. The northern cliff, 30 meters of vertical drop, a solid bunker, a natural windbreak, a perfect defensible highland.
现在
Now
我
I
需要
need to
再确
double
定一
check
下自己上一
that
世
my
的记忆
memories of the
有
past
无遗
life
漏
are accurate,
和这里的
and
地貌结构
verify the local topography.
南面河
The southern riverbed,
天然
a
壕沟
natural trench.
稍加
With minor
造就成为
tweaks,
工事
it's a fortification.
红砖
The brick
房
house will be the surface guard post,
改造优先级
setting the renovation priority.
铁皮
Convert the
房
tin shed into a
改为
garage
车
and
间
workshop.
改造优
Set
先
as
级
top
C
priority.
矿石
Make the
厂
quarry an
改为
emergency
应急
assembly
会
point.
改造优先
Set
级
as top priority. That kid isn't just buying a piece of junk land. Looks like he's planning to build something. Heavy items on the bottom layer. Stack the light ones on top. Face the long side of the boxes outward. Leave an 80 centimeter gap between rows. Labels must all face the aisle. What's behind that? You'll see tomorrow.
你就知道了。
明日把
Finish
2
clearing the
号
number 2
处理
tunnel
完
tomorrow.
就可以去华林
Then we can
酒
head
店
to
训
Huolin
练采
Jerding
购
for supplies.
时间还是
Time
有
is still a bit tight.
老李，
Old Lee,
回去以后
when you get back,
把你
take
家里
every bucket
所
you
有
have at home.
水
Water
桶
barrels,
油
oil
桶
drums.
塑料桶
Fill every
灯管
plastic
满
container with water.
还有，
And your wife's family, they are
你媳
from
妇娘家
Yili,
是不是异地
right?
的？有没有亲
Do
戚
you have
在
any
乡
relatives
下
out in the countryside,
那种
somewhere
偏
remote,
远的离大路
far
远
away from the main roads?
有
Yes,
我丈母
my
娘在
mother-in-law
一个
is at a
山
ranch
下
near
面有
Nilka County.
你有啥要
Is
我
there
干的
something you need me to do?
没啥
No, nothing.
我就
I
问
was just asking.
看着老
Looking
李
at Old Lee,
我
I
终
find
究
I still
还
lack
是
the
有
heart
些
to be
疑心
completely
不
cold-blooded.
生出
I
了想
started to
拉
feel
他
like
一
I
把
should lend him a hand,
但是
but I still
还
need
需
to
要再
observe
观
him
察
a
一
bit
下
longer.
起
At the
码
very
也得
least,
等
I need to
防
wait
御
until the
工事
fortifications
和物资出
and the
开的
supply
时间结束
stockpiling are taken care of. At dawn, while
我
Old
趁着
Lee
老
and
李和
Old
马
Ma
德
were
山还
still
没睡
asleep,
醒，一个人
I went to
来
the
到了
second
矿区里
mine
的二号
tunnel
箱
on
道
my own.
如果
If
不
I
是因
didn't
为
have my
我有
memories
前
from
世
the
的
past
记忆
life,
没有人
no
能
one
发
would ever
现
find this place.
这也
This
是
was
我
the
选
key
择这个
reason
废
I
矿区的
chose this
关键原
abandoned
因
mine.
谁也
No
不
one
会
would
想
ever
到
imagine
这个
that
巷
there's a
道深
natural
处
cast cave
有
deep
天然溶
inside
洞
this tunnel. And that there's an
溶洞下面
underground
有
water
地下
source
水
beneath it.
水在
In
末
the
日里
apocalypse,
是
water
实
is
打
the
实的硬
ultimate
货
hard currency.
当然
Of course,
你得
you
有
need the
实
strength
力
to
才
back it
算
up
硬
for it to be
货
currency.
要不然
Otherwise,
那就
it's
是
just
催
a
命
death
符
warrant.
测量好
Once
这
the
里的
temperature
恒
here
温
is
后
steady,
我对我
I'm
的
getting
这座
more
未
and
来
more
堡垒
satisfied with this
越
future
看越
stronghold of
满
mine.
但是
But
没
there
有太
isn't
多
much
时间
time left
我要去
I
截
need to
胡
intercept a
一批
shipment
能让这座
of
堡垒
equipment
正
to
常
get
运
this
转
base
起来的
running
设备
properly.
这个
This is
是
Old
搬运
John,
工的
the
东坡
foreman
老
of the
张
moving crew.
关于设备
He's
的
the one
情报
who tipped me off about
我
the
也是听
equipment.
他说的上
In
一
my
世
past life,
他也是我
he was
收
one
留
of
的
the
幸存者
survivors I
之一
took in.
我被害之前
Before I was betrayed,
他既没
he
有
didn't
帮
help me,
我也没
but
有
he didn't take
参与
part in killing me
害
either.
这个仓库
Pack
里的
up
设
all the
备
equipment in this
给我抛掉
warehouse
吧
for me. Did you pack it up?
掉了吗？老板
The boss
跑
ran
了
off.
这些
All
货
this
都
stock has
抵
been
押给
mortgaged to the
银
bank.
行了你自己
Think it
想
over
清楚
carefully.
银
The
行
bank
8
starts
点上班
proceedings at 8 a.m.
执行的9点来
They'll be here
贴
at 9 o'clock to seal the place.
封条
Once the
一
seals
上
are up,
你这
your
群兄弟
guys
撒
won't
都
get a
了
single cent. Take the money and get out with your
签
men.
了字
I'm certain he'll agree to my offer.
我很
If he
笃定他
doesn't,
会同意我的建议
the
如果
Labor's
他不
working for him
同意
alone
光是他手
would
底下
tear
的
him
那
to
些搬运
pieces.
工
I'll give you 10 seconds.
给你10
Say no,
秒
and I'm walking out right
你
now.
要说不签
Move the 5 generators to the open lot first. Load the 200 solar panels directly onto my heavy truck. Load those 200 solar panels directly onto my heavy-duty truck. Load the 3 reverse osmosis water purifiers too. Make sure nothing gets damaged during the loading process. And so, without anyone suspecting a thing, I scooped up this entire batch of industrial-grade equipment. Old Lee, bring 3 13-meter heavy trucks to Warehouse 7 at Shunda immediately. While waiting for Old Lee's trucks to arrive, I ducked into that big chicken place I've been craving for so long. I had originally planned on my first day back to go there and eat my fill, but time was just too tight. Just as I was finishing my meal, my phone started ringing. That guy is no good either. Calling me up now. He must have caught wind that I'm hoarding supplies. Chen Yi, I heard you were scavenging at Shunda in the middle of the night. Spending 380,000 on a pile of broken generators. The interest on your loans will kill you by next month. Zhao Yong, that tech stock you're heavily invested in. It'll hit its limit down within 10 minutes of opening today. It's windy on the rooftop. Better dress warmly. You son of a bitch. I was planning to mess with Spoon for a while, but then I thought he's already on the blacklist. Forget it. The apocalypse will teach him a lesson. No point in me wasting the time. Chen Yi, I'm doing as you said. Every bucket in the house is filled up. My wife is leaving for her parents' home in Yili first thing tomorrow. Good. Looking at this mine and all this equipment, I feel an incredible sense of security. Yet, I still find myself doubting whether those 3 years of apocalypse were real, or just a vivid dream. I need some kind of proof. Now, it's arrived. October 17th, 4 a.m. A 4.2 magnitude earthquake. This terror was not in my memory. The timeline of events has diverged from my recollection. On the way out, I've been thinking about everything I've done since I was reborn. It shouldn't have triggered any butterfly effect, especially with natural disasters beyond my control. I must have just been wound too tight lately. Perhaps my memory has simply become a bit skewed. The current priority is to secure food and all sorts of daily supplies. I originally planned to wait until the second earthquake, when there would be a market adjustment, to start sweeping up these resources. But with this discrepancy in my memory, I've decided to push all my plans forward. I can't afford to gamble. Not if even one link fails. Would be absolute ruin for me. After all, I'm not some protagonist with a system or superpowers from those novels. How much for the premium rice? How much do you need, boss? $3.50 a pound for small orders. I'll give it to you for $3.20 if you take a ton. This is last year's stock, isn't it? Polished and waxed to look new. Those 2 rows in the back of your warehouse. The bottom 2 layers of bags have water stains all over them. I want 10 tons. But at $1.80 a pound. Cash payment. 180 is way too low, man, you're killing me. Finish packing in 10 minutes, the cash is yours. If you won't pack it, I'll take my business next door. Shanghai Productions. Alright, we are packing it now. After stalling the grain wholesaler, I immediately headed to other stalls, looking for any other food with a long shelf life. Truth is, I didn't even know he was selling old rice. I just haggled by cutting the price in half out of habit. Shanghai Production. Turns out that coward was no saint either. A real swindler selling low-quality trash. Vacuum-packed noodles. 2 tons expiring within a month, $1 a pound, cash. Shanghai Productions. Canned rapeseed oil. No deformed or leaking drums. Only 5 tons in iron canisters. Shanghai Productions. Full cream powdered milk in damaged packaging. Tape up 500 cases. Shanghai Productions. Just as my procurement was going smoothly, an uninvited guest showed up. Brother, I've got a batch of good flour. Hook me up. Shanghai Productions. With cash, we can all make a profit. The guy's name is Feishi. Shanghai Productions. I've met him while sourcing for the company before. I've seen this before when I was doing procurement for the company. He's a bully who dominates this market. So no matter how low his price is, I won't trade with him. I'm from the Nanshan breeding farm, running tests for winter feed ratios. If he gets suspicious, it'll become a liability. Shanghai Productions. Just as I thought. I was being followed the moment I left the market. Shanghai Productions. Take a right at the intersection onto Nanshan Road. Don't rush, keep it slow. Commit to the performance. I found a fenced-in farm near Nanshan and started putting on a show. Hurry up and open the gate. I'm paying you guys. Are you just standing there doing nothing? I didn't stop my performance until I saw that van still tailing me. I got back in and headed to another wholesale supplier. I need 1,000 pounds of winter wheat, napa cabbage, radishes, kale, and other cruciferous vegetables, and 500 pounds of alfalfa seeds. How many acres are you farming, boss? Buying winter wheat in this season. If you've got the stock, just load it up. Also, I need seed insurance kits. Load whatever you've got. Also, I'll need the seed insurance packs. I have some, but that stuff is expensive. Are you planning on raising livestock with those grass seeds? The herders at Nanshan say the sheep won't go into their pens lately. They keep running the fences. They are convinced a massive earthquake is coming. They are terrified and liquidating everything at rock-bottom prices. Freshly baked, young man. You've been running around all morning. Have a couple on the house. Old timer. Bake more naan these next few days. Don't sell it all. Keep some at home for yourself. Dry naan doesn't go bad. It can last for 6 months. But people only want to buy the fresh stuff. What's the point of storing it? Ha ha ha. I've said all I can. The rest is up to fate. On the way back, I kept thinking about what the seed shop owner told me. According to my memory, the next earthquake should be in 5 days. How could the livestock sense it so far in advance? Before I left, deep inside the mine shaft, I left some parallel marks to make monitoring easier. Are there any tremors not in my memory? If there are, then the timeline of the apocalypse this time is set, or the sequence doesn't match my memories. The plan must be moved up. Construction of the defense grid must start tonight. At 6 a.m., while I was waiting in the truck for the supplier to open, I scrolled through some short videos. The feeds were flooded with discussions about the 2 recent tremors. The comment sections were full of cynical sarcasm. Little did they know, in just 1 week, those people busy typing away and playing the expert now won't even have a decent meal to eat. Wholesale price as usual, right? Chen, are you building a prison or what? I noticed you've got some dead stock in the backyard. Just gathering dust, haven't they? I'll take the whole lot off your hands. Consider it me helping you clear your inventory. You've got away with words, kid. Fine. While I was waiting for the movers to arrive, I took another look around the hardware owner's warehouse. I've secured an entire shipment. I'll clear the inventory for you. You've got away with words, kid. While waiting for the loaders to arrive, I took another look around the hardware store owner's warehouse. Let's see if there's anything else worth taking. Grab whatever extra value we can find. We'll be burning through cash soon enough. You want 3.5 for those survival cards. How many are in there? About 200, give or take. Blind boxes are getting pretty competitive these days. Once I left the shop, I spent the trip planning, figuring out who to hit for supplies next. That's when I ran into a woman I didn't expect to see. White 65, high quality 135G, sulfite, oxygen 50, Surefil 125G, sulfonate, structural 55 125G, Megaway, raw water, sodium 12.5G, sulfonamide 65G, barium 135G, carbon 125G, aldehyde 12.5G, sulfonamide 65G, barium 135G, carbon 125G, sulfur 50G. I caught a glimpse of her procurement list by chance. And the walkie-talkie clipped to her ear. The professional nature of these items was far beyond what a typical wilderness enthusiast would need. Who buys this stuff just to get by? This is a shopping list for serious survivalism. Something's off about this woman. After buying the building materials, I kept an eye on her from my car for a while, because so many things on her list overlapped with what I had already bought, just not in such large quantities. It made me wonder exactly what she's up to. Come noon, I didn't see anyone meeting up with him either. I had no choice but to let it go for now. Around noon after you left, someone showed up. A woman. She was driving an off-road vehicle with no plates. Short hair, wearing an oversized grey windbreaker. She never got out of the car. She just sat there with binoculars, staring at our mine entrance for 5 minutes. And then she honked the horn once, then reversed and drove off. The information Ma Deshan gave me sent a chill down my spine. Short hair, oversized windbreaker. Boss, my car got scraped around here yesterday. I need to check the security footage for the traffic violation. See for yourself. This look. It's exactly like the woman I ran into at the hardware store. If it really is her, then she's definitely up to something. Brother Shi, it's Chen. I bought angle steel from you yesterday. Hey, kid, calling this early. Need another order. The order is fine. I need to ask you something. A woman with short hair in an oversized windbreaker. Did she pick up a generator from you? She left a part in the back of my truck. How did she pay yesterday? The woman. She paid with a QR code. Check the transaction records. See if her surname is listed in the pay column. I need to verify her identity, just so I can return her stuff. First, I have to figure out who that woman is. Found it. Her last name is Lin. Got it. Thanks, brother. But the work on the defensive zone and equipment procurement can't be neglected either. Chen, what a rare guest. Haven't seen you in half a year. Old Lee. I'm here to move some cargo. 50 tactical flashlights and 30 multifunctional shovels. Shanghai Vermilion. Shanghai Manufacturing. 2 Shanghai brand night vision binoculars and 2 compound bows. With 120 carbon arrows and 20 military grade first aid kits. Shanghai Manufacturing. Chen. Shanghai Manufacturing. Chen. Shanghai Manufacturing. You're planning something big. Shanghai Manufacturing. These aren't exactly gear for your standard logistics security detail. Just picked up a private wilderness survival contract. Give me your best price. Shanghai Manufacturing. Shanghai Production. Not a penny less than 270,000. Shanghai Production. High Production, 200,000. Shanghai Production. Chen, are you messing with me? Shanghai Production. I'm selling the real deal here. Shanghai Production. You call this the real deal? Shanghai Production. The most expensive tactical med kits in there are expired. Shanghai Production. They cost less than $8 wholesale. Shanghai Production. Shanghai Production. And those crossbows have been gathering dust for years. Shanghai Production. Shanghai Production. I'll take this pile of junk off your hands for 200,000 in cash right now. Shanghai Production. That's more than fair. Shanghai Production. Shanghai Production. Cash is the only thing you can trust these days. Shanghai Production. Shanghai Production. Do you want to cash out today? Shanghai Production. Or keep holding onto this pile of junk, waiting for the right buyer. You've grown a spine. You wouldn't have dared to talk back to me like that before. People change. And I'm tired of being played for a fool. The third earthquake, in my memory, it wasn't supposed to happen until a week before the end. Why is it 8 days early? If this frequency keeps up, the apocalypse is at most 3 days away. I hate it when anything disrupts my plans. Yet, I'm powerless to stop it. I have no choice but to adjust. I haven't even unmasked that mysterious woman yet. And now the early signs of the apocalypse are forcing me to pick up the pace. The water source at Daban Mine. 30 meters past the turn at the end of Tunnel 2, right. The message I received sent a chill down my spine. I felt a deep sense of helplessness. I also realized that without a fortified zone, my base is like anyone's backyard. Anyone can come and go as they please. I don't know who this person is, but they know my base has a water source, which means they are either aware of the apocalypse, or they are just like me. Logically speaking, everything I've done lately has been cautious, leaving no traces behind. Could this person have tracked me down through the mine's records? No, I need to take care of this person immediately. Once I left the cabin, I headed over to Old Ma's place. I told him about someone sneaking into the mine yesterday. He looked guilt-ridden and promised to step up the patrols from now on. I didn't blame him. After all, it's just an ordinary abandoned mine. Who would come out here for no reason? People these days, they clearly know the value of this mine. I've been relying too much on my memories from the previous life. I just subconsciously assumed that when I arrived here last time, there were no signs of anyone living here. So I figured no one else knew about this place. But ever since my rebirth, there have been quite a few discrepancies from what I remember. I really should have learned my lesson. I set up some simple tripwire traps at the only entrance to the cave. I also made it clear to Old Ma not to come in tonight. If anything comes up, just call for me at the entrance. Anyone who enters tonight will definitely be the one targeting my mine. Freeze. Just as I thought, it's that woman. I ran into her at the building supply market. Even if she came in alone, I can't be sure she doesn't have backup outside. The moment she makes a move or calls out, my crossbow bolt will pierce her skull. I'm not here to steal your supplies. How do you know about the water source? This is from 2004, the Geological Survey's third round of Mineral Resource Census Files. Reference number XJTB 2004. Compiled in 2004. Geological Survey Report for the Daban Copper Mine Area. Produced by Shanghai. I was the team lead who mapped this place, Shanghai. My mentor, Shanghai Production. How did you know the apocalypse was coming? Shanghai Production. I don't know what apocalypse you're talking about. Shanghai Production. But I do know this. The Hughes media reported in the news isn't a single object. Shanghai Production. It's a cluster of high-density debris locked by gravity. Shanghai Production. 4 months ago, the Deep Space Observatory my mentor runs measured its actual orbital parameters. Shanghai Production. The probability of impact is 100%. Shanghai Production. Then the files were seized. Shanghai Production. Shanghai Production. The final directive from above was Shanghai Production. Shanghai Production. Seal all data. Shanghai Production. Shanghai Production. To prevent mass panic, they initiated a top-secret internal contingency plan. The core of this plan is in the northern Tianshan foothills, targeting the 3 most structurally stable locations. Underground high-density shelter. Establish a seed bank and key nodes. This cave in the Daban mining area. Ranked second on the shortlist. There's a contingency plan. Why didn't you join the official shelter? Venturing out alone just to die. The total quota is 2,000 people. As an outside research student, I didn't even qualify to sweep the floors. My mentor tried to publish the data online. That afternoon, they took him away. He completely vanished. I copied this data overnight and fled the city. From our conversation, I'm finally sure he isn't a reborn like me. I let out a sigh of relief. How many people are with you? 3, me, a surgical nurse, and a retired comms expert. As long as he hasn't lived through the apocalypse, he won't realize the value of this place. If you 3 move into the mine, you hand over all geological data, contribute your professional skills, and obey my absolute command and resource distribution. I'll provide food, water, and gear, and keep you alive. A take-it-or-leave-it deal. In the apocalypse, that's business. It's 10,000 times safer than talking about feelings. And you have no right to negotiate any other terms with me. State your names. The reason I'm so sure I can recruit them is that I know they don't have much in the way of supplies. Just the basic survival gear. I could tell just from the amount of supplies. They've all from the building materials market. I'm just adding one more requirement. Their team is small, and they're low on funds. After the catastrophe hits, if there's a chance, I need to return to the Wuxia Research Institute. I need to see for myself if my mentor is alive. I didn't dare make him any promises. We'll see when the time comes. Because the Research Institute building lies directly on the fault line of the first major quake. At daybreak tomorrow, bring the team and the gear over. We'll use the main gate. No need to crawl through tunnels. On the first day of the catastrophe, it's all going to turn into a pile of rubble. Haval H6. In the morning, Lin Jiao brought her little team over. We had a formal introduction. The nurse is called Ziguri, and she's her best friend. The retired comms specialist, Wang Yanggang, is her cousin. Once everyone arrived, I assigned duties to each of them. Everyone present here, though they don't know much about what's coming, they all have at least some inkling of it. At the very least, they know that a catastrophe is approaching soon. But what kind of catastrophe? No one knows. This is the highest level automated alert from the observatory. When I was in service, my commanding officer played this for us. This type of extreme simulation signal. Cut the crap. Get to the point. There's only one possible outcome. It will cut off all standard communications, triggering a full frequency sweep, and locking down all broadcasts. Near-Earth debris fragments, entering Earth's atmosphere in 72 hours. The impact warning zone. We only have 72 hours left. Wang Yanggang, go start the diesel generator. Lin Jiao, take a team and move all heavy metal equipment deep into the second mine tunnel. Contact anyone nearby who can still work. Offer them high wages. We must have the protective netting up by tonight. Oldie, Uncle Ma, take the pickup to Yongfeng Town, 5 kilometers away, and recruit people. Gather 3,000. I want to see them on site within 3 hours. Understood. Old Ma and I will be back as soon as we can. Today is the 7th day since my rebirth. A lot of changes have occurred that I was powerless to stop. Like the timing of the apocalypse. Merit points, 100. There are only 3 rules. Train hard, 100 points. Follow orders and work, 100 points. Follow orders and work. Get paid when the job is done. 1 word of nonsense, and I'll deduct your pay. Start working now. After I learned what Wang Yanggang told me, after knowing the exact start of the apocalypse, I scrambled to set up my deployment. I gave Lin Jiao and the others specific roles to fulfill. Each was assigned to oversee a part of the base construction. Of course, I also wanted them to realize how secure this bunker is while they work. So it reinforces in their subconscious the urge to stay here. As for me, once the workers arrived, I just kept a silent watch on them. Even if this might be our last time meeting, I know that human nature cannot withstand testing. If they tried to swipe any critical gear, and I didn't notice, it's highly likely to lead to this place falling. I've been watching them for over 10 minutes. The greed in their eyes is practically spilling out. Just like the scumbags I saved in my past life. Sure enough, before long, they slipped into a corner where no one was looking. You're paid to do a job. If you do anything that displeases me, you won't even need a coffin out here in the Gobi Desert. After scaring them like that, I didn't actually chase them away. I need them to help out at other locations. And while they are at it, spread the word. Just how ruthless the boss of this place is. As expected, the construction went smoothly after that. No one dared to pull any more stunts. Clear everyone out within a 15-kilometer radius. Leave the mine area now. Once those gates are locked, if anyone dares to approach this place, I'll put a few holes in them. Within 72 hours, modern civilization will likely collapse completely. There really is no saving it. Are you sure about how it all ends? First the ground cracks, the power and internet die. Then something else emerges, followed by temperatures plummeting below zero. We'll see how accurate I am in 3 days. If any of you don't believe me, take your money and leave now. The cars are right there. However, if you trust me, give me the details of your immediate family, or any trusted friends. I don't keep dead weight. But if your background is clean, and you won't bring trouble here, if you can be useful and absolutely obedient, you can bring them to the base. Old Chen, can I bring my wife and brother-in-law? My brother-in-law is a retired special ops soldier, though he's carrying a few injuries. He's seen combat too. Can he come? Brother Chen, I have a buddy. He retired with me. He's highly skilled. I trust his character. His parents are remarried. They live their own lives. He's got no baggage. He's on his own. Boss Chen, my parents are herb growers. I also have a cousin who works in finance. She's an orphan. We grew up together. One retired special ops, one former frontline scout, 2 herb farmers, 1 accountant. This starting lineup is already quite solid. Even though I'm already thrilled inside, I still need them to feel that. A spot at this base isn't easily earned. I've noted your list. But this isn't a refugee camp. We need to establish the rules clearly. First, anyone not on the list, even a dog. If you bring one, you're all getting kicked out of the mine. Second, once you step through these doors, there's no such thing as private property. There's no such thing as being rich or poor here. All resources will be distributed based on your labor. Third, my word is law. Aside from personal matters, my orders always take absolute priority. Since none of you are leaving, and you've chosen to trust me, I'll lay it all out for you. And now, it's time to truly assert my authority over them. Even up to this point, I haven't fully trusted anyone, so I don't need to pour my heart out to anyone. Instead, I need everyone to understand. If I am no longer the leader, then this base would cease to exist. I've planted 8 high-explosive directional mines on the perimeter, and I've rigged the deepest part of the underground cavern with C4. The detonator never leaves my person. Let's get the unpleasant business out of the way first. If I die, or if anyone decides to betray me and take me out, this entire base will collapse in an instant. If you all truly want to survive and stay together in this apocalypse, then these measures aren't a threat. They are a guarantee. Now, if anyone here cannot accept that, it's not too late to leave. No, absolutely not. Wherever you point, Chen, I'll strike. Obey orders. Surui, you're coming with me in the pickup to fetch yours. Your parents and cousin. Linjiao, stay back and hold the fort. Old Ma, assist her. Your task is to move all supplies into the cave system and finish calibrating the life support systems. By 6 p.m. tomorrow, everyone must be back here. Take 1 set each. The world outside is already in chaos. If anyone blocks your path or tries to hijack the vehicle, don't waste words. Just pull the trigger. Aim for the chest. There are antibiotics and tourniquets in the first aid kit. Make sure you stay alive first. Truth is, I brought Lin Jiao here so he could see my stockpiles. I want him to know that if their little group fully commits to becoming part of this place, life won't be so hard in the future. After all, true power comes from balancing mercy with fear. Constant indulgence is just weakness. I'll let more people in eventually. But for now, the core stays limited to those around me. So, make them see this place as their only hope. You'll each manage your own sectors, so I can oversee things more efficiently. For the mission. Let's move out. Watching the crowds in the streets scramble for supplies, I feel both a sense of melancholy and cold detachment. The melancholy comes from knowing in my past life I was one of them, nearly beaten to death by a gang over a box of medicine. The detachment comes from knowing I can't save anyone. I can only do whatever it takes to survive. Brother Chen and the others, they've lost so much blood. Focus and stop being so soft-hearted. There will be more of these situations ahead. And I must know what the truth behind this apocalypse really is. You stubborn old fool. If you refuse a toast, you'll be forced to drink a forfeit. Where are the warehouse keys? The aged wild ginseng. Hand over the safflower and antibiotics, now. Shut up. If you want to survive, keep your eyes open and watch. In this world, how is one supposed to live? You old geezer. You're not afraid of death. Your wife isn't afraid either, I suppose. Drag that woman over and bleed her right here. It looks like the time is about right. I should make my move too. In this apocalypse, the most important thing is not to let your emotions get the better of you. Seizing the moment to land a lethal blow is the only right way. Forget about the methods. As long as you survive, that's all that matters. Watching the two people left behind, I originally planned to step out and stretch my legs. Just as I opened the door, I witnessed something unexpected. Seeing what this woman was doing, I was actually quite surprised. To disregard her own safety in a situation like this. I'm always intrigued by those who take the initiative. I'll shelve that thought for now. Once I'm done with these two, there will be plenty of time to find out more. Watching her execute those moves so fluidly, it honestly surprised me. Calm, decisive, and methodical. She's practically cut from a protagonist's cloth. Uncle, the world outside is already in chaos. Nobody is coming. I'm Surui's employer. I have an independent base that's completely secure. You've seen what the world has become. If you want to survive, pack what's valuable and come with me. Once I knew she was Surui's cousin, I really breathed a sigh of relief. If I can have her on board, when we're low on time during supplies distribution, I'll basically be set for good. Only take what's useful. Just that. Leave everything else behind. The gift safe. Cordyceps. Third drawer on the bottom row. High purity povidone iodine. Medical gauze. Take all the surgical blades. Take all the scalpel blades. What about the dozens of bags of astragalus and angelica? That stuff is. Dump it all. Too bulky and heavy. The moisture-proofing cost is too high. Focus on the essentials I just listed. In production. Get in the truck. Hurry. There are too many people like that in the apocalypse. But as long as you make them feel that there's danger, this bunch will instantly scatter like a pack of cowards, fleeing in every direction. Truth is, they are just bullies who fear the strong. Shanghai production. Shanghai City, this trip has been quite worth it. I've secured the rare medical supplies and gained another reliable teammate. Change of plans. Avoid the western suburb toll station. We'll detour through the G30 Lianyungang Huoguosi Expressway frontage road. On the way back, I'm actually considering whether or not I should, while electronic devices still work, post a thread online explaining that if those zombies appear later, how to kill them with a single strike. Consider it my final act of being a good Samaritan from my past life. But just as we hit the Lianyungang Huoguosi Expressway, something felt wrong ahead. Sometimes I really think the terrain in Xinjiang is weird. Shanghai production. Shanghai production. I honestly didn't expect this. Shanghai, the first stage of the mutation to arrive so quickly. Although the earthquake came early, the emergence of the mutation shouldn't have happened for another half month. My head is a bit of a mess, but I don't have the luxury of overthinking right now. Since zombies have already appeared, it means many people must already be infected. It's like finding a cockroach in your house. It means there's already a whole nest. Same logic. Brother Chen, calling Brother Chen. Go ahead. We've made contact with the people. We are at the abandoned service area on Highway 216. But something went wrong. People here have lost their minds. There are monsters biting everyone everywhere. And a bunch of guys with makeshift guns. They've blocked the exit. They are smashing the car doors. They are trying to hijack the car. Brother Chen, the windshield won't hold. Hold on for 10 minutes. Don't get out of the vehicle. Fortune never comes in pairs, but disasters always strike together. It really is true that whatever you dread the most will come to pass. I'll have to deal with Old Lee's situation first. There will be plenty of time to find out more later. The situation is worse than I thought. This place has already been taken over by an armed gang, and they are organized with clear roles. Fortunately, they are divided into different sectors. Plus, Lei Bao's combat skills are solid enough. Otherwise, rescuing him and Old Lee would have been a nightmare. Fold down the back seats. Everyone, get down in the back. Ignore any noise you hear later on. No matter what you hear, don't move. After assessing the situation on their end, I started the plan once the Su family was settled. I intend to ignite the camel thorn brush in this area, and draw all the infected nearby to this spot. These infected mutants aren't like what you see in the movies. They won't just slowly stumble after you. They move with incredible speed, and have an acute sense of smell. They are also extremely sensitive to light. That's why I'm luring them all here right now. I'll wipe out the group at this stronghold, and rescue Old Lee and the others in the chaos. Shanghai. Shanghai, why has a fire started over there? Shanghai. Shanghai, it's going exactly as I predicted. Shanghai, the people in the stronghold opened fire the moment they saw the infected. Shanghai, and that gunshot is exactly what will seal their fate. Shanghai production. The infected are all swarming toward their service station now. And me? I can make it to the gas station to support Old Lee. Shanghai Productions. Based on my previous observations, I only thought that Old Lee's brother-in-law was just physically capable. But when he got in the car and checked his weapon, I realized that even without me, this guy could survive the apocalypse for a long time. This kind of instinct isn't something you pick up in a day or two. Shen, the things out there aren't human anymore, right? No. There will be more later. I finished answering his question, all the while watching his face. No panic, no despair. On the contrary, looking into his eyes. I felt he actually enjoyed this environment. This guy is a double-edged sword. Once we're back, I need to figure out how to truly make him stay. The walkie-talkie remained silent. My heart sank a little. This trip couldn't possibly have more complications, could it? To be honest, I'm not in the best shape right now. If another wave comes, dealing with cases like Old Lee and his partner, if I have to pull another all-nighter, I don't think I'll have the energy for it. Ake's leg is broken. Until I heard Wang Yangdang's reply, I couldn't truly set my mind at ease. If we avoid any confrontation, just going in to pull those two out, it should still be manageable. Take the Su family and all the supplies. Head through the desert trails and go straight back to the mine. Avoid anyone we run into. Once we arrive, look for Lin Jiao. Initiate the full cave lockdown protocol. What about you? I've had my eye on Lei Bao for a while. He managed to swipe an assault rifle from somewhere. With that being in hand, we won't be caught off guard again. Come with me to the eastern suburbs to retrieve our people. The pickup needs at least 40 liters for a round trip to the east. You've only got 30 left. That's why I'll have to scrounge for fuel on the way. From this moment on, all supplies on the light truck belong to you. Inventory and catalog them. Head to the mine and find Lin Jiao. Sync up the point system. You're the treasurer. Don't make me worry about the numbers. Of course. And I won't ask where he got that gun. As long as everyone makes it to the base, all supplies must be turned in. If he tries to betray me, I'll be even less concerned. Do you think someone who's already died once fears dying again? As long as I hold the detonator, I won't let anyone get the chance to stab me in the back. Shao. Brother Chen, there are no more gas stations nearby. The legit ones are long gone. But there's an underground diesel tank in the western suburbs. Stop F***ing around. Dismantle these rusted drums. If we weren't running low on fuel, I wouldn't be forced into this. Honestly, I don't want any more conflict with these factions. Go in hard. Once the shooting starts, every zombie in the area will swarm us. There's an easier way to skin a cat. Since we set out, the surprises just keep coming. I'm exhausted. And since I can't get back to base to resupply, we have to scavenge or steal everything we need. There are only two of us, after all. Raiding them is out of the question. This is the auxiliary valve for the main underground fuel tank. Since we are already here, Lei Bao and I plan to stock up on a few more barrels. In case there are no gas stations on the road, at least we won't have to worry about finding fuel. While we were busy working on the sly, there was a sudden noise. So I sent Lei Bao to check it out. If he couldn't talk his way out of it, he was to take them out, and then we'd make a run for it. Labout came back and said it was handled. I was actually quite puzzled. Are the gangs here really this oblivious? Their patrols are just for show. I didn't expect that after siphoning the fuel and looking around. Well, those two guys were taken out with single, fatal wounds. Before leaving, I made sure to leave them a little surprise. I know exactly what kind of people. This lot are. Keeping them alive would only lead to more innocent deaths. Back in the car, I saw Lei Bao's expression wasn't one of exhaustion. It was the look of pure satisfaction. Just as I figured, this guy is exactly what I thought. He's actually enjoying this new world. Shanghai. Shanghai production. Stay away from the eastern suburbs. Shanghai production. Shanghai production. Ike is bleeding out. Shanghai production. They aren't infected. Shanghai production. Production. The last message Wang Yanggang sent over the radio has been his final contact so far. Based on the intel he sent, he and Ikiram were at the RT Mart Mall. So Lei Bao and I drove non-stop without a moment's rest. It was fortunate we managed to siphon extra fuel from that last stronghold. Otherwise, we would have ended up stranded on the road. Once we reached the vicinity of the RT Mart, I started to sense that something was wrong. There were pitifully few zombies around here. By all logic, this should have been a high-density area for them. The bloodstains were fresh, no more than 10 minutes old. After Lei Bao inspected the scene, he discovered the fatal wounds on the corpses. Most were caused by assault rifles and shotguns. Wang Yanggang wouldn't have weapons like those. Moreover, the area around the mall was littered with remains. At least over 100 of them. Clearly, this was the work of a team. Just thinking about it made my skin crawl. Looks like more trouble. No casings. It was scrubbed clean. Regardless, we need to get Wang Yanggang and the other out first. If you can avoid trouble, avoid it. If you can't, run. In a world like this, brute force won't keep you alive for long. If they're blocking us, we force our way into the mall. If the bloodstains look too fresh, it's likely a trap. What is this symbol supposed to mean? Let's move, get up there. It's me, Chen Yi. Chen. Stop the bleeding. Apply anesthesia. Set the bone. Hold on. 5 men, full US Special Ops gear. Equipped with quad-eye infrared night vision. Their unit patches were torn off. No identifying marks at all. They aren't here for rescue. They are executing a clearance protocol. Clearance protocol. Chen, they aren't official rescue teams at all. I saw it with my own eyes. They forced the survivors to the ground and executed them all with silenced weapons. They didn't leave a single soul alive. If this were an official contingency plan, it wouldn't be this inhuman. Someone wants to clear the trash out of the city before the real catastrophe. Have they spotted you? They have. That's how I got his leg shattered. The hounds are on our tail. Lei Bao really shows his special ops training. The moment he saw the tear gas, he ripped the tactical vest off Wang Yanggang to cover it. Because of the material, this effectively contained the spread of the smoke. The fully geared squad reacted almost immediately. Since Lei Bao and I had no time to coordinate a strategy, so we decided to stay hidden for now, waiting for a chance to strike back. The way this squad operates, they are clearly bent on wiping out everything alive. Once they enter the cold storage, they opened fire before even seeing anyone. While I was figuring out how to escape, I looked up and saw the pipes above. An idea hit me instantly. Seeing my move, Lei Bao sprang into action too, quickly finishing them off. Meanwhile, I kept my eyes locked on the corridor outside. When they came through earlier, I heard the footsteps of two people. Every production, since there were two of them. The other one must have heard his partner's screams. Shanghai Production, I adjusted my position again, ready to take him down the moment he appeared. Shanghai Productions, once these two fully geared soldiers were dealt with, I could resupply Wang Yanggang with their weapons. Because we didn't know exactly how many of them had infiltrated this area, Wang Yanggang had only spotted two. Shanghai Productions, but just looking at the zombies killed outside, I knew it had to be more. Shanghai Productions, there have to be more than just 2 or 3 of them to pull this off. Shanghai Productions, so, Shanghai Productions, Lei Bao and I need to find a safe exit first. Shanghai Productions, and retreat immediately. Shanghai Productions. It wasn't until I saw this guy swallow poison that I truly realized how terrifying an organization with squads like this must be. Choosing suicide over giving up a single piece of intel. In the old days, they'd be called fanatics. But the gear these guys left behind is top-notch. I have to get it all back to the base. I also made sure to grab the tablet off the sniper's body. Let's see if I can dig up any useful leads. I am genuinely curious about this squad. Their methods are clearly not those of official forces. If they aren't official, and they managed to establish a well-equipped armed force within the first week, just how massive must they be? I just don't know who they belong to. I need to get to the bottom of this. Noah. East District, Sector R, Bed 1200, Capture 812. Leave no witnesses. The gunfire must have drawn them all here. I've lured the majority of the infected. Inside the building down to the underground parking lot. Lure them all into the underground parking lot. After explaining my plan to Lei Bao and the other two, I had them find cover near the exit and wait for me. Then I headed to the fire control room alone. I was incredibly tense the entire time. I held my breath along the way, keeping a safe distance from the roaming infected. Only when I reached a corner could I dare to catch my breath. Once I arrived at the fire control room, I started studying how to trigger all the fire suppression systems in the building and release the cold chain gases. Only then could I slow down these infected creatures, or even freeze them in their tracks. Thankfully, this equipment was just like the one back at my logistics park. The layout is identical. I waited for about half an hour. I stepped out of the control room and made my way to the underground parking garage. Looking out across the space, it was packed with frozen statues. I know that as soon as the temperature rises, these things will regain their mobility. Truth be told, if we had more people, a better plan would be to take advantage of them being frozen solid, grab our gear, and smash them all to pieces. But I have to consider the reality of our situation. 2 of our 4 are injured, and Lei Bao and I have been fighting for too long. We've been sprinting this whole way. My nerves have been pushed to their absolute limit. So the best course of action is to tighten the perimeter. We need to get back to the base, now. I didn't dare lift my foot off the accelerator once. It wasn't until we reached the base's perimeter that I finally let my guard down. I told Lei Bao to sit in the back, put on his night vision goggles, and attach the silencer to his rifle. Then I circled the base twice in the car, letting Lei Bao clear out any straggler zombies nearby. When we pulled up to the main gate, I saw Lin Jiao standing watch. After I got out of the car, he reported the situation at the base over the last 2 days. Nothing much has changed. The only thing I didn't expect was, Old Li only brought the Su family to the base yesterday. That's 3 or 4 days later than I anticipated. In my past life, this piece of naan bread was the last thing on my mind before I died. Notify everyone for a meeting. While everyone is here, regarding supplies, grain, and oil. While everyone is gathered today, I'm going to implement the point-based system. I won't let anyone get the idea that they can just be a baby here. Because our current team at the base will basically form the shape of our future management. If we want to keep the base running, we must bring in more people. I can't possibly repeat the rules every time a new survivor arrives. The system depends on the veterans to pass it down. Now is not the time for democracy. If you want to stay, you follow the rules. That's why I need to ensure that from day one, everyone gets a lasting impression. Chen, this marking looks like the early stages of infection. He was wounded by a gunshot. Tingshan, he wasn't bitten. Ting Shanhai, how could he be infected? Ting Shanhai, Surui, draw his blood every 6 hours. Ting Shanhai, document the rate of the marking spread. Ting Shanhai, if the spread doesn't stop or regress within 48 hours, put him down. Ting Shanhai, it's not that I'm being cruel. Ting Shanhai, if we don't have the resolve to do this. Ting Shanhai, then we might as well. Ting Shanhai, just give up on living. Ting Shanhai, I believe Wen Yangyang is smart enough to understand. Ting Shanhai, if he can't get that through his head. Ting Shanhai, if he can't understand it. Ting Shanhai, then he can go hug his brother. Ting Shanhai, who has already turned into a zombie. Ting Shanhai, then he can go hug his brother, who has already turned into a zombie. Ting Shanhai, and turn left at the door. Ting Shanhai, I want to take another look at the terminal we seized at the RT Mart. Ting Shanhai, and I discovered something incredible. Ting Shanhai, this Noah organization. Ting Shanhai, they had already marked my base 4 months ago. Ting Shanhai, which means Ting Shanhai, they knew about the apocalypse 4 months in advance. Ting Shanhai, and they intended to take this place over. But for some reason, in the end, Ting Shanhai, they never came. Ting Shanhai. Hi. Someone drove a heavy truck into the west side of the mining area last night. Ever since we found out Ike's wound was infected, I'm already prepared to finish this at any moment. I kept him alive, so that Lei Bao and Wang Yangyang would completely abandon those naive notions of leaving no one behind. Not until Surui told me that his temperature dropped to 38.4, and the infection markers had receded. He pulled through. Old Su hasn't recovered from what he experienced at the pharmacy yet, but I can't give him much more time. Regardless, he must get on board with my plans. Someone who could fight off the infection. I only heard of one in my past life. I never expected Ike to have such a constitution. I'm planning to wait until conditions improve to bring Ike to the lab for study. Urumqi City Population Clearance Protocol. Phase 3 Execution Order. Leave no witnesses. From now on, we aren't just facing the infected. There are people who want us dead even more than they do. And they have guns, organization, and a hit list. Then what are we supposed to do? There is only one way to survive. Mine worker daily survival point production quotas. Lei Bao's field combat team, 80 points per day. Wang Yanggang's comms intelligence unit, 60 points per day. Lin Jiao's engineering team, 70 points per day. Su Qing is logistics manager, Old Ma handles maintenance, Old Yang runs transport. We can hold out for 120 days. If we expand to 30 people, 40 days. Our core mission isn't to add people. It's to increase production. I've spent my whole life farming herbs. I've never killed anyone. I'm only asking you to farm. Sometimes I really think old Su is just a man-child. Look at the situation we are in. He still thinks he can just do whatever he wants. But then again, he's getting on in years. I'll have to use a different approach. Force him to learn what he needs to survive in this apocalypse. This training session, my goal is clear. Increase the efficiency of combat personnel. Ensure non-combatants master the basics. They must at least know how to take down a zombie. A strike to the brain stem is enough. Training on the neck is fine, but in combat, you rarely get a side angle. Those who can't kill will be killed. Listen. Tingshan, there's only one outcome in the base, being killed by him. Tingshan Hai. Tingshan Hai, second layer unlocked. Tingshan Hai. Northwest 02 connected. Wi-Fi management active. Tingshan Hai connected. Taking control of RV West sector. Tingshan Hai connected. Management pending. Waiting for device. Tingshan Hai. Tingshan BW09 connected. Accessing management. Tingshan Hai Northwest 09 connected. Managing protocol. Control established. Tingshan Hai. Waiting for V Vector West. Tingshan Hai. Special device. Tingshan Hai. Heading to the mine. When are they coming? High priority target. Heading to the mine. Shanghai. High priority target identified. Shanghai, our equipment can't crack the third layer of encryption. Things not on the map are often the most dangerous. After resting for a few days, I intend to go and probe the true strength of those people stationed around my base. In 2 more months, the extreme cold phase will begin. The infected weren't the real threat back then. Even before the collapse, our winters here were brutal enough to freeze a man. The extreme cold is a whole different beast. We are here. Look, the movement speed of the infected. It's just like when people around here say right away. It means nothing. That's why I can't leave any potential threats around the base. I usually prefer to keep things quiet. But when they show up right on my doorstep, they have to be dealt with. J5 23.003.600.064.5 HG5.90 J5 39.90 2.300.0 2.909.90. The temperature. Quite an impressive setup they've got. Their gear doesn't look half bad either. Their weapons and gear aren't half bad. Still, compared to what we seized from Noah, it doesn't really compare. Shanghai, looking at how they're set up, they don't seem like pushovers. Tingshanhai, think back to the term Wang Yangang cracked. It showed a total of 9 underground engineering bases. Tingshanhai, only 2 are left unoccupied. They're ruined now. I suspect these people might be Noah agents too. Tingshanhai, they're coming for us. But judging by their weapons and gear, they shouldn't be core personnel. Yes, of course, sir. Rest assured. I'll be there right away. I'll get it done. Tingshanhai. Shanghai. I know, Shanghai. These people aren't from Noah. Tingshanhai. Inventory assessment, Tingshanhai. Everything sourced from civilian retailers, Shanghai. Tingshanhai. They don't even have professional equipment, Tingshanhai. Tingshanhai. The leader isn't a professional either, Tingshanhai. Tingshanhai. Tingshanhai, I was stunned by what Lei Bao just said. Tingshanhai, what are we supposed to use to take them out now? Are you risking your life, Tingshanhai? Don't rush, pull back, Tingshanhai. Tingshan. Once we finish scouting these people, Ting, I'll have a good idea of the situation. I need to go back and map out a plan. There's really no need to panic. I've already planted a few C4S in their direction. But for small fry like them, it's better not to waste them if I don't have to. Noah's core team might show up later on. It's best to save those gifts for them. Damn, wild dog's barking again. Forget it, let's head back and sleep. Old Jew said, don't wander more than 50 meters from your post until dawn. Heading out for a bit. Chased by dogs and took a nasty fall. After shaking off the patrols near the camp, Lei Bao and I were limping our way back, getting ready to head back to base. Once back, I need to map out their defensive positions. Gotta figure out the quickest way to take them out, without damaging the supplies. The target is this vehicle. It likely contains Noah's communication terminal. If we take it, first, we cut off Noah's remote surveillance of our coordinates. Second, the dynamic password. Relay station. It must store the encrypted handshake protocol for the parent node. With that, the third level files. I can crack them in 2 hours. Standard configuration for a military-grade relay. Besides the comms equipment, it usually comes with backup batteries and encrypted hard drives. Maybe even a small weapons locker. Conservatively, its strategic value is over 3,000 points. It's not just about supplies. It's intelligence. In the apocalypse, one piece of accurate intel can save 10 lives. What do we do about those people? 14 of them, disorganized, with only shotguns and machetes. We don't need a direct confrontation. Their leader has his balls in Noah's grip. If we are faster and more ruthless than Noah, these people will scatter on their own. 72 hours. Noah's primary cleanup unit will arrive in 3 days at the latest. We must act before then. Chen. I scanned the ranch's frequency with the captured radio. They just sent an encrypted shortwave broadcast. I didn't catch the whole thing. We move tonight, after observing them all morning. I realize this bunch has zero perimeter security. I notice these people have absolutely no sense of security. They only have one guy guarding the gate. And that guy on watch. He's been reading some horror novel all morning. I doubt he'd notice if I snuck right past him. But it's not the right time to move yet. This is a 2019 Dongfeng model. The central lock is tied to the mechanical ignition circuit. Third wire bundle, left of the lower steering column cover. Lei Bao and I plan to draw the roaming infected toward their camp. Once the infected close in, they'll have to open fire. Their makeshift fence is amateur at best, and it won't hold against a horde. The moment they start shooting, those zombies wandering nearby will be coming over for a feast. Everyone, get to the north side. Concentrate your fire. Clear everything in front of the wire fence. Our objective here is crystal clear. First, wipe out everyone at this outpost. Leave the supplies, vehicles, and livestock untouched. We'll come back to reclaim them once it's over. Second, secure that Noah comms vehicle, and bring the comms officer back to base. Do you copy, Shanghai? Do you copy, Shanghai? Copy, Shanghai. Only by capturing the comms officer can we find out what Noah is really planning. Shanghai, based on the foreign technical data, what's their next move? Shanghai, what are they going to do? Listen to the mountains and seas. And can we really hold this base? Listen to the mountains and seas. Tie him up and throw him in the vehicle. Zinshanhai. Usually, I watch high-quality videos, all on Douyin selection. Whether I'm searching for tutorials or watching AI-generated series, I just head straight to the Douyin selection app. It's packed with premium content. For the best viewing experience, Douyin selection is the place. Listen to the mountain. The roster you intercepted. Those 2,037 people aren't the list to be killed. That's the list to be saved. Continue. Noah's logic is that resources are finite after the collapse. The shelter network in the northwest sector can only hold 30,000 people at most. Anything over that is just a drain. They aren't just killing people. They call this population optimization. The criteria for the roster selection: genetic health, professional skills, age, and obedience, a 4-factor aggregate score. The top 2,037 make the cut. I was number 1,902. I thought making the roster meant I was safe. So they dumped me in this hellhole. Plan B, you shouted that in the car. Explain it clearly. The relay node is a beacon. If the connection drops for over 12 hours, the system marks the zone as compromised. Plan B means shifting to area-wide sweeping. The main force stops point-by-point clearing, and instead, within a 30-kilometer radius, kills everyone not on their roster. They use long-range fire for total coverage. What long-range weapons do they have? 2 armed drones carrying thermobaric bombs. When did the beacon connection timer start? From the moment it... Starting from when I last uploaded the heartbeat packet. The last time was at 6 p.m. sharp today. Wen Yanggang. Here. Can you spoof a heartbeat packet upload with this gear? Let me see the circuit architecture. I need that kid to cooperate. Cooperate and you live. You get a spot at the base. Your points start accumulating today. If you don't, the thermobaric bomb hits in 5 hours. And you'll die right along with us. I'll cooperate. I'll do whatever you want. But you have to promise me something. I only promise one thing. Not a single person following me has died yet. I finished calculating the equipment list. 3 mainframes and a satellite link. Their potential is massive. But that's not the main point. Get to the point. The point is, if Wen Yanggang can crack the 3rd-level encryption, we'll be able to see the real-time movements of all known nodes. Who's where, and how many of them there are. ETA, AWR. British English version 37.33, T7035B 27.17036 version 27.33. Who's where? How many T7008 version 27.39, T7500. What equipment they're carrying, and where they're heading next. It's essentially a god's eye view of the entire Northwest Theater. Suqing, add a new position to the point system. Intelligence analyst. I've cracked the heartbeat packet protocol. I can spoof it. But only for 48 hours. After that, they'll demand video verification. Boss Chen, the fire at the West Ranch is out. But a vehicle just pulled out of the site. It's heading in our direction. You could also choose not to talk and just turn back. It's here. A single vehicle, coming from the northwest. Moving slowly. Headlights are flickering on and off. Kill the lights. Keep only the mining lamp at the entrance on. Suqing, stay in the comms corner and wait for my signal. Circle around the west dry riverbed to their rear and wait for my command. Circle around the dry riverbed to his rear and wait for my signal. Listen up, those inside. I am a field liaison for NOAA Technologies Northwest Division. ID number WC012. The relay vehicle you hijacked is a core NOAA asset. I am giving you one chance. Return the vehicle and equipment intact, and I'll act as if nothing ever happened. Otherwise, in 60 hours, the main force arrives at these coordinates. This area will be prioritized for total liquidation. Every one of you. Enough? What's your name? Zhu Jianmin, NOAA Field Agent. Isn't this the guy from my past life, who stole my 3 crates of amoxicillin? I heard your ID. We can talk about the equipment. But empty promises won't cut it. You have to prove yourself first. How do you want me to prove it? We already know the NOAA rendezvous code. Say it. Then I'll know if you're really with NOAA. It's the code peripheral agents use to identify themselves. Fine. But you have to roll the trucks out where I can see them first. Give me the code first. We'll return the equipment once we verify it. You could choose to walk away right now. But your truck won't make it out of the Gobi. Isn't your low fuel light already on? The approach code is frequency 437.625 on the walkie-talkie. Send 3 long bursts followed by 1 short carrier break. The reply is 2 long and 1 short. Understood. We've received the signal. The equipment is inside the second tunnel. It's too heavy to move. Come inside and take a look. Confirm it's not damaged. Then we can talk about the next steps. Don't kill me, please don't kill me. I was only doing what I was forced to. NOAA found me. They said if I watched the equipment, I'd get on the list. I had no choice. Zhu Jianmin. You don't know who I am yet. But I know you all too well. I don't know you, I really don't. Answer the question. How many people escaped from the ranch fire? 3. Me, old Zhao, and little son. They headed east. I have no idea where they went. Standard NOAA task force composition. 2 Mengshi armored vehicles. 1 command and communication vehicle. And 2 drones. The kind equipped with thermobaric bombs. I'm begging you, I've told you everything. Just let me live. 1 last question. How did you get the coordinates for this mine? NOAA gave them to me. They gave me a map. It was marked Northwest 09. This is the place. They said there was an abandoned mine here. They told me to set up camp nearby and monitor it. Listen to the world. I can help you. I know what NOAA's people look like. Listen to the mountains and seas. You know these coordinates. Listen to the mountains and seas. Listen to the mountains and seas. That's enough. Listen to the mountains and seas. Listen to the mountains and seas. Lay bow, drag him to the ditch on the east side. Listen to the mountains and seas. Listen to the mountains and seas. Drive the vehicles into the mining area. Understand? Listen to the mountains and seas. Listen to the mountains and seas. The code has been verified. Listen to the mountains and seas. Enter into the system. Listen to the mountains and seas. Listen to the mountains and seas. Confirm the main force. 2 Mengshi vehicles. Listen to the mountains and seas. Listen to the mountains and seas. 1 command vehicle. Listen to the mountains and seas. 2 drones equipped with thermobaric bombs. Listen to the mountains and seas. Listen to the mountains and seas. Chen Yi. Listen to the mountains and seas. I just finished measuring the pressure on the western rock layer of the cave. We need to install at least 3 pressure relief valves. How long will that take? At least 48 hours. Attention everyone. Cancel all rotations starting now.
诺亚的真实计划第1版手稿，我知道藏在哪儿。
The moment a thermobaric bomb detonates, it creates an ultra-high pressure shockwave. The first blast will crack the outer bunker, rendering the relief valves useless. By the second blast, the entire rock structure will collapse. The secondary shock will destroy the underground river's structure. The cave would likely be flooded by the groundwater. Within 48 hours. Within 48 hours. Section 3-2, no matter how we reinforce it. Level 3-2, BB survey profile, section 3-2. Along the 3-2 strip. If 2 drones drop bombs simultaneously, we won't be able to hold them off, even if the rock structure somehow holds. The weapons those drones carry will deplete all the oxygen in the mine. Our supply of life support filters can only last everyone 17 days. Once we are trapped, we'd need heavy machinery to clear the exit. There's no way out. Who said anything about fighting? I've already considered everything you've said. So we need to find another place. Noah's drones are equipped with thermal imaging and radar. It's not safe out there either. Once the convoy is exposed in the open, we'll be locked onto in no time. We aren't heading deeper into the Gobi. The city has millions of factories. Listen to the mountains and seas. That's exactly why we're going. Listen to the mountains and seas. Reverse engineer Noah's tactical logic. Listen to the mountains and seas. Why execute clearance protocols in the city? Listen to the mountains and seas. Using field teams. Listen to the mountains and seas. Instead of just carpet bombing with drones. Listen to the mountains and seas. Listen to the mountains and seas. Because of the resources. Listen to the mountains and seas. Exactly. Listen to the mountains and seas. There are resources in the city. Listen to the mountains and seas. Noah wants those resources. Listen to the mountains and seas. Not just a wasteland. Listen to the mountains and seas. Listen to the mountains and seas. The crucial point is, listen to the mountains and seas. Listen to the mountains and seas. The city's gas pipelines are a complex web. Listen to the mountains and seas. Listen to the mountains and seas. If a thermobaric bomb hits the city center, listen to the mountains and seas. Listen to the mountains and seas. It will easily trigger a chain reaction in the underground pipes. Listen to the mountains and seas. Listen to the mountains and seas. For Noah. Listen to the mountains and seas. To Noah. Listen to the mountains and seas. Listen to the mountains and seas. The city center is a blind spot for their fire. Listen to the mountains and seas. Listen to the mountains and seas. We are sitting ducks in this open mining area. Listen to the mountains and seas. Listen to the mountains and seas. But within the earthen sprawl and a sea of infected. Listen to the mountains and seas. Their drones won't dare drop bombs. Listen to the mountains and seas. By throwing them off their game. Listen to the mountains and seas. Listen to the mountains and seas. We can break this stalemate. Listen to the mountains and seas. The Darban mining site. Listen to the mountains and seas. From today on, listen to the mountains and seas. Is downgraded to a hidden grain silo. Listen to the mountains and seas. Our water source and secure base operations. Listen to the mountains and seas. Lin Xiao, you're in charge of calculating the blast points. Listen to the mountains and seas. Rig the entrance of tunnel 1 to collapse before we pull out. Make it look like this place was abandoned after the earthquake. Move all supplies deep into the number 2 mine tunnel. Madishan, Uncle Su, and Suchin, you stay behind. Seal off the interior of the number 2 tunnel completely. Using the trucks we have on hand, we can haul out a third of the supplies in one go. I'll issue weapons to those staying behind as well. Just in case, I'll send people back regularly to transport rations. We'll carry enough ammo and first aid kits. Chen, the zombie density in the city is too high. There are only 8 of us. Let's head to my old logistics hub first to set up a temporary camp. Then we'll push into the city center slowly, until we've decided on an area to set up camp. And if Noah starts hunting survivors in the city, we'll follow right behind them to pick up the pieces. Let Noah land the first blow. And then we'll move in to pick up the scraps. If there's any trouble, we'll eliminate them on the spot. Chen, Ake just threw up. This thing has been in his stomach the whole time. It was encased in a special soluble capsule. It takes stomach acid at least 12 hours to corrode the capsule. Once the capsule ruptures, the chip starts releasing some kind of biological inhibitor. That's why his infection symptoms receded. He's no civilian. He's a sleeper agent planted by Noah. Take me into the city. The original manuscript of Noah's true plan. I know where it's hidden.